Sai. Before I begin, the biggest gratitude from my heart to our Baba, who makes all this not only possible in our life, but gives meaning to every moment, every breath of our life. I want to start 2025 by wishing you a happy new year and praying in His holy feet that this is a peaceful, healthy, happy, abundant year in every which way for every one of us. I also pray to Him that He keeps us in His feet always, because without there is no other place for us. The only place we have which belongs to us is His feet. People can say this house does not belong to you, this place, this car does not belong to you, but nobody can say these feet don't belong to you. That no one can take away from us. So thank you, Baba, that you chose us as your own in this life. Thank you for loving us unconditionally, beautifully as you do. And we love you too. So on that, let's start. Before I sit down, yes, I have to tell you why the board exam. So I travel across the world. I speak in hundreds and hundreds of places and gatherings and meetings and satsangs. I just speak with a flow. I go and I start talking. Sometimes in my mind there is a small message, okay, this is my key word, I'm going to flow with this word. But when I come here, thanks to all of you, you included. Yes, I'm looking in the right way. Please, are you getting it? Who am I looking at? Sudha, I'm looking at you, yes. Everybody has been following my messages with so much love for so many years here that I have to up the level every time I come and give you something more. And for that, Baba makes me sit in meditation. Then as usual, he runs the message, which is extremely heavy. So like I was saying, there is a rehearsal, then a dress rehearsal, then I recap, revisualize, again understand. It's a process before I reach here. So when I have to reproduce Baba's words and bring the same essence to you, it certainly feels like a board exam. So I'm writing one today. Join me, but I'm sure Baba will flow as always, and the message is really beautiful. So let's start. I always wonder how Baba has something new to say every time to us, and I love that about him. This message started echoing in my heart some 2-3 weeks before I came here. There were just 3 words that he said. I understood this is going to be the message. I put some thought to it, and then I went back and told him, are you serious? This is the message? Because I can only speak 10 minutes on this. Maybe 15, not beyond. And I have to speak for 1 hour. 2 days before coming, I get a headache in the morning, unexpected. I normally don't get headaches, Baba's grace. So I just sat back in my bed, closed my eyes, and I said, okay, I'm not going to take medicine. Just heal me, Baba. I closed my eyes, and those 3 words start expanding into the most gorgeous message ever. So that's your message for today, which I have meditated upon and brought for you. The 3 words are, and when you hear them, you will say, oh, I know this. Like I told him, I know this. What more? So let's get to the more part of it. Choices have consequences. That's our message in short. Choices have consequences. Baba took me back to the times of pre-Mahabharata to explain this to me. It didn't come to me simply just as a message comes. A visual started running in my head, and the visual was nothing other than Draupadi's disrobing, or Vastraharan as we call it. And I was wondering, what has this got to do with today's message? But let's understand. Baba showed me, I'm going to run exactly as he has shown me and reproduce it for you. So he showed me Draupadi and the entire courtroom there. And then he explained that the scene that was happening there, the Shasan coming up, and first Yudhishthir giving up his wife in a game of dice to the Kauravas, who were not just brothers but also enemies. And then after that, the act of Duryodhan instigating, getting angry, telling his brother, get up and disrobe her, of Karna as he's called, abusing the woman and saying very ill words about her. I don't know how many of you know, but Karan is supposed to be the one who instigated the act which happened there. We call it disrobing, but for me as a woman who stands for women and little girls, I would call it an act of molestation, obviously, nothing less. So the Shasan comes up and he starts disrobing a woman who is called Devi, who is worshipped as Devi herself. And when he's doing this, Duryodhan actually stretches out his thigh and says, sit on this because now you belong to me. More insult added to her woes. And all of this is happening, and what is the scene is that Dhritarashtra, who's the father, is doing nothing about an act so adverse, so bad. There is, in the court, Gandhari is there, nobody does anything. Dronacharya, who is known for being the wise one, says, oh, I am with the throne, with the Hastinapur throne. Whatever the throne does, I will go with that. Whatever the king does, I will go with that. He does not stand up. There is Bhishma Pitama, who is known for establishing dharma, but even he does not understand that what the scripture says, this is not my version, this is Baba and the scripture's version of it, that even he does not use his wisdom along with the dharma. He just goes with the bookish knowledge of dharma, I have to follow the path. But you need to be practical sometimes, you need to have more wisdom sometimes. So we understand by looking at this, I'm not going to the part where Krishna comes, but we all know that what happened was very bad. A woman was disrobed publicly, a woman who was worshipped as Devi, and not only was she disrobed, it was done so in the midst of her family, her elders, and the soldiers who were there, the soldiers as well present there. So it was not only people from the royal family, but everybody watched this happening to her. And what happened later? She told her husbands, you have to avenge my insult. I will not tie my hair till I wash it with the blood of the Kauravas. This is the part of the story, not the message. You know this much, I'm sure, but in case you didn't know, a recap. Now here is where Baba's message starts. He says, he asked me, the act that happened, what would you call it? I said, Baba, very bad. For any woman to have to go through this, it's horrible. It can't get any worse. So he said, okay, what was the outcome of this? I said, the war. And millions of soldiers got killed. Actually, it is said that every soldier who fought the war literally got killed. The entire family that was present there, majority got killed, barring one or two who got left behind. I think Ashwatthama and one or two odd people were left out. Rest everybody was totally either decapitated or destroyed in that war. So, choice was made in that courtroom while playing dice. The choice was a bad choice, a poor quality choice. The end result of that was devastation, death, bad outcome. Agree? Totally agree with me, yes? Here Baba says, but, thanks to the Mahabharata, this entire world got the most powerful scripture called the Bhagavad Gita. So he says, you just told me it was a bad choice which led to a very bad consequence. Okay, every choice has a consequence, is our message for today. But there was a very good consequence as well, very, very good consequence. The fact that during that war, this beautiful scripture, this blessing reached everybody, and it continues to be the most revered scripture even today. It's supposed to be the most practical scripture today. It's not just about what happened, it's about a day-to-day guide to our life. So here comes our message from Baba, part 1. Every bad choice that you or I make in this life may appear to us has a bad outcome, but actually eventually it may have a very good outcome. Choices have consequences. The consequence of a bad choice may not always be bad. In Baba's words, not may, he said a consequence of a bad choice is never bad. So then I debated. I said, Baba, no, there are some things we do which are so bad, result is horrible. How can you tell me something good comes out of it? And then he says, well, you're the one who goes tells the whole world that learning only comes in suffering, pain and sorrow. Learning does not come in good times. So when you make a bad choice, unfortunately, you go through a bad trauma or a difficult period of your life, it is the best period for you because your soul is growing, elevating. You're learning the lessons for which you were born. And I would like you all to reflect for a moment here. I'll take a pause. Think about it. Something in your life that happened, say a toxic marriage, say a toxic job, toxic marriage, end result you're broken, shattered. You will say, what is good about that? But that is where you learn to come out stronger. That is where you learn how it is to feel independent and liberated and not be bound by that toxic relationship. So also in a bad job. So he went a step further and I asked him, Baba, tell me what is the good that came out of Nirbhaya's rape? It was the most traumatic incident history has seen. We're talking about Draupadi. Tell me about Nirbhaya, Baba. What happened with her? Do we even have a way to justify that it has a good consequence? And he says, indeed it does. She was a pure, wise soul who chose to go through this very difficult trauma in her life to actually impact and affect the consciousness of the entire world. Everybody got awakened after that. So many women-centric organizations were created. So many women-centric laws were passed. Mothers of sons became more aware about how to grow their sons up. And mothers of daughters became more careful about how to look after their girls. Girls became stronger, bolder, and decided that we will not go through this. I mean, so much happened in this world because of one Nirbhaya. So much. Do you know how many rules, laws were created, how many organizations, NGOs were formed for girl children, for rape survivors, for women who've come out of abuse in marriages? So much happened. So one Nirbhaya sacrificed herself to raise everybody's consciousness. So he says, how will you say it was a bad choice made by some people which had a bad consequence? It did, but eventually something good comes out of it. So lesson number one, don't be scared of making your choices, he says. If it is good, fantastic. If it is bad, even better, because it's going to bring you something even more powerful than what you were expecting. So are we clear with the first part of it? Yes? Fabulous. Part 1 of board exam is cleared. Okay, so now he moves forward and Baba tells me that now, I have to tell you one more thing. I also asked him about Rishi as usual. You remember I had asked about Rishi, that how do you justify Rishi's accident? So here I brought it again. Bad choice, running away from Mama Papa in the night without informing, taking the car. Bad outcome. But really, thousands and thousands of people have written to me from across the world saying, if Rishi made it, I will make it too. If Baba saved him, he will come for me too. He has given light to so many dark lives and inspired and motivated them that there is so much more yet in life for them, and Baba is there with them. So if you look at that, you understand that actually everything that appears bad to us may not necessarily be bad also. It just appears in that moment because of our limited vision. We look at it as, oh my God, something bad has happened. So for, just take an instance, God forbid, somebody's daughter gets married and you realize it was a bad decision, don't get scared. Don't get worried. Don't panic, because she will go through her experience, make her choices and come out stronger. So instead of cribbing, crying, complaining, which Baba does not like, leave it at that and trust and flow. That if he's let her go there, he has a reason. So we come back to our favorite two words, trust and flow. Now he goes on to say that now you know that choices never have all the bad consequences. There is good to it. Next part of it, Baba says, is you're taking decisions, making choices every single moment of the day, literally. From when you open your eyes, should I stay put for 2 more minutes in bed or should I get up? Should I wear this dress or that dress? Should I drive to work or take a metro? Should I cook this or cook that? Choices made the whole day. So he says in the course of your life, you make some very big, profound choices and you make some simple choices, the easy ones. So Baba says, suppose you have to buy a house where you want to live for the rest of your life. There is so much analysis that goes into this. What kind of a place, what kind of environment, the kind of people around, location, city, big choice. I want to buy a car. I've earned money and now I want to put it into a car. I have to plan and think which car. Big choice. But that night, should I eat this donut for dinner or not? It's not good to eat sweet in the night. Skip it, have it. Small choice. Should I go for a walk today? Oh, I worked so hard in office. Skip it. No, I'll go for a walk. Make a choice. DiJaan says you must meditate every day. It's good to meditate. Should I meditate tonight? Oh, I'm exhausted today. I'll start next week for sure. Positively. Next time she comes and speaks to us, I'll be so inspired. I'll make sure I do it. I'll do it. Choice. Now Baba says, think about it. You make this very big choice of having a very beautiful house, a gorgeous car with the house. But because of those small choices that you have made of eating the wrong dinner, having the donuts, not exercising, doing yoga or going for walks, not meditating and looking after your emotional, mental health, you have the house, but do you have a life to live in that house? You don't. So his question to me was, which is the big choice? Think about it. I have the house, but because I didn't look after my health, because of those everyday small wrong choices I made, I end up first with blood pressure, God forbid, Baba, not me, just saying it. Then with diabetes, okay? Goes further, there's a heart issue because the BP has been staying up. And it goes worse from there, God forbid. I know people who had a stroke because of that. And then you're on bed. Then the same car only takes you to hospital and back. And your beautiful house that you created becomes like a hospital room. You lived the poorest quality life in the most beautiful space you created because you thought buying the house was a big choice and choosing the donut was a small choice. Baba says, rethink. Now in your life, after this day, when you're making a choice, understand that the small choices that you thought you're making are actually the larger choices of your life, which will decide whether you're going to live a good quality, high quality of life or a poor quality of life. Where you live is not that important, because the same person who is living in that palatial house later tells his wife, I can't travel to hospital every day 2 hours. Find a small place near the hospital, let's shift there. The house doesn't matter now. It is not important any longer. So unless we understand that the smaller choices are actually the larger choices, it's an absolute mess there. For me personally, honestly, it was a change in my base thought process after listening to Baba, because I always thought my bigger choices were my dreams, my aspirations, which city I should live, where should I make Baba's mandir, big choices. But am I looking after myself? Am I doing the things I need to do? I'll do them, I'll manage them. They're always being managed. We have never understood that all of that is going to be possible only if all of this is made possible. So the small choices have suddenly become my pertinent, important choices, and the big choices are looking smaller to me today. Because if I am there, only then all of that is going to be there. So lesson number 1 was choice. Okay, the message is choices have consequences. Recapping. The first part is choice, bad consequence, no. Bad choice may have a bad consequence that appears like a bad one, but ultimately it may be very, very, very good for you. And I have gone through life and seen this, and I'm sure a lot of you who are sitting here with me will resonate with this, that what we thought was bad for us made us strong, made us independent, made us more powerful. I've gone through lots of difficulties and seen downfalls, betrayals, heartbreaks, and thought this is the end. But after each one which looked bad to me, I emerged a more powerful being, a more powerful woman for every little girl that I embraced. Initially, people told me, bad choice. You're taking up children who are raped and abused. If something happens to them, your NGO will shut down. This will happen, that will happen, bad choice. A lot of things happened initially which made it sound like, oh my God, did I take a bad decision? But today I'm the proud mother of so many girls who are all doing well with Baba's grace. So bad decision? No, good decision actually. So sometimes when you reflect back, even that bad decision looks like a very good decision to you. It changes in your perspective as a good decision. Part 2 was change perspective from the bigger choices and smaller choices. The small ones become the bigger ones, and the ones that appear like the big important ones become the small ones. That's 2 parts of the message done. Now comes the third part. Here Baba says, learn to take onus for your choices. According to him, we are all very scared to take the ownership of our choices. If something good happens, oh, I took such a good decision. See what has happened. If something bad happens, I told you we shouldn't do this. You were only insisting. Like Shaila was saying to Sagri the other day, something bad happened, you were the one who pushed me, right? I didn't say it at all. But we have this, habit of pushing the bad choices on other people's shoulder. I have seen this so much in my life. You make a mistake in office, in workplace, at home. Oh, she asked me this. I wouldn't have done it otherwise. We immediately want to throw away that choice made on somebody, not understanding it is okay to be wrong. We are human. It's absolutely fine to be wrong, and there is nothing wrong in being wrong, number 1. Baba's message actually in this third part is about taking onus. If you have the strength and courage to take ownership for what you're doing in your life, you can really live your life well, trust me. The problem is we are so scared of taking decisions that a lot of a lot of you, not me, put slips in front of Babas and parchis and say, Baba, which one should I pick up? And whichever one is your answer, I will do that. Should I marry my daughter to this boy or that boy? Oh my God, are you serious? I mean, I know people. Should I pick up this job or that job? It gets worse there also, much worse. I can tell you many stories of how it gets worse. I know one young man who told Baba that, is there a prospect of me working abroad? Yes or no? Yes. So should I start looking for a job outside of India? Yes. But if I have to do that, should I give up my current job and put my energy into it entirely? Yes. So he gave up his job. For 11 months he was sitting at home without money, without job, without finances. Nothing happened. Nothing happened, trust me. So very sad and frustrated, he put another slip in front of Baba and said, should I anyways just travel out on a travel visa and start looking with whatever money is left? Yes. So whatever little saving was left, he took it and went to Dubai looking for a job. 11 days, 15 days there, money finished. Baba, I have no more money. What should I do? 2 more days, should I stay? Yes. He was on the verge of being deported when he came back. And I promise you, this is a real story. This is not exaggeration. So my question would be, the slips. Baba's a liar. He's giving us wrong messages. You have to understand the power of your eternally powerful mind. Do you know what you have here? You know, when I say the word mind, can anybody answer this for me? What comes to your mind when I say mind? Where is your mind? Just say it. Where is your mind? Thoughts. So it's not in your brain. It's the intangible part of it, which is our thoughts, right? And the entire cosmos, as we see it, or the world, the earth on which we live, is huge. The cosmos even huger. But actually, did you realize that that entire cosmos is only in this much space called your mind? Think about it. There is no cosmos outside. It's all here. I'm seeing it large. I don't know how large you see it, how large another person sees it. Our visions, even our visuals are different because it's only in our mind. There is nothing outside of us. We say, oh, Mother Earth is huge. A second later, I say, okay, think of your relative who lives in the US. Instantly, you have that vision in front of your eyes. That person is here in your mind, not in US, right here with you. This mind is very, very, very powerful. Doctors call it the spontaneous remission and placebo, that people who think powerfully heal cancers and tumors and huge diseases just by the power of their faith and belief. So what do you think when you put 2 slips of paper and tell a child to come and pick it up? You don't pick it up. You say, oh no, I didn't pick it up. My mind will influence it. Your energy is so powerful, it will influence the energy of that child's hand. If your faith is stronger in one particular slip, I am so sure it is that. Very, very strong. No doubt, no question, the child will pick that up. But if your fear is even stronger about the other choice, then the hand will go to the one which you fear. 100%. Because fear has a vibration which is terrible. It will just spread out. It's a very, very, very bad energy to have. We've spoken about fear in my many talks to you, how important it is to let it go. Think about it. So when you ask a child to pick up a slip, I didn't pick it up. What is actually happening is your mind is influencing that little child. That energy, not the child really. And if your fear about one of the choices was very strong, the child will pick the one with your fear. So you cannot make your life decisions based on a chit or a parchi put over there. God has blessed you with a very, very powerful mind. God has blessed you with something called the free will and wisdom to make the right choices. And God has blessed you with His own voice inside you called the voice of consciousness to guide you when you're taking those decisions. Now he goes back to the first part of the message. When you're taking that decision, you're scared. What if one of them is bad? Part 1. So what if it is bad? Ultimately, something good is going to come out of it. Makes all the sense now? Referring back. Third part over in the board exam. Thank you, Baba. I really had to rehearse this because the way Baba says, you can't miss one part, then you don't know what slipped, what did I have to refer back to. So this is from him, not from me. So we have to take our decisions with the onus that it's my decision, good or bad, it is mine. I made the choice. If things worked out fantastically, great. If they didn't, still great. Doesn't matter. जो आपने चाहा वो आपको मिला, good. जो आपने चाहा वो आपको नहीं मिला, very good. Seriously. Because उस very good में actually आपके लिए जो essence छुपा है वो good में नहीं था. The easier parts of my life, and I'm not asking for troubles, Baba, but the easier parts of my life didn't have learnings. You're so happy, you're enjoying, you're living, everything is hunky-dory and great. You're not learning. The moment something crashes, Baba, I need answers. Baba, guide me. Baba, what went wrong? What is my lesson to learn? Everything goes 360-degree in one problem that comes in our life. So problems can't be bad. So take onus for your choices and don't let them be influenced by the minds of other people who are sitting there. If somebody else knows your parchi and the content and their mind or their fear is stronger than yours, even they may impact it. I just want you to understand a simple thing, that the mind that God created, when I said to you that everything exists within this, the entire cosmos, multiple realms of existence, multiple Milky Ways and cosmos, more and more spaces. We say that there is parallel worlds and parallel lives that we live. All of that is here. That entire akasha, the ether, the space that exists in this cosmos is all inside this little space that you call your mind, because you can travel anywhere in less than a microsecond, because it is all within you, it is not far away from you. Physically you cannot reach there because you are in a body, but the mind is so powerful. So when you are taking your decisions in life, remember there is something here which is influencing everything, and your fears are always stronger than the good thoughts. Don't laugh at me, I'm going to mock myself by what I'm going to tell you, but I'll tell you. So when I came last time, remember I had a very bad throat. Amma was giving me that different types of golies to eat and everything. I could barely speak. That has not happened to me in my entire life. That was just one off episode which happened. So every time I'm planning a trip to Chennai, subconscious mind, look after your throat, be careful, Delhi has winters, don't eat ice cream, don't drink anything. I'm like, it's okay, it doesn't have to, because it happened earlier, it's not going to happen again. But constantly, so I didn't eat anything sweet. The family had ice cream because you enjoy ice cream in winter. I was like, no, I don't feel like having it because I have to go to Chennai. No other reason. Bangalore means no problem, Chennai. Eventually, I protected my throat. I sit on the aircraft, fabulous seat, I have first corner seat. The lady who sits next to me goes, and she coughs up the entire 3 hours next to me. And I'm like, oh God, I don't even have a mask. And I'm going to Chennai. I attracted that. I attracted that woman to sit next to me on that flight. You'll say, really? I swear I did. Because my thought energy is so powerful. It reached the airline office. It made sure the lady who, no, this is not funny. This is real. Don't laugh. At a different, see what the problem is, we only understand that what we see. What is not visible to us, we think it's not real. What is visible is real. What I can see is happening. What I can't see, oh no, this is not happening. This is happening at an energy level. We attract every fear. If you have a broken bone, there is a reason you attracted it. And I'm not referring to Shell and Kosiyama right now. But anything that happens in your life, and as a healer, I have said this to you in every talk I have given to you, that your thoughts, your mind are the reason for your happiness or your suffering. It's very simple. Very, very simple. Everything is not the way it appears. We have to go in trust and flow, choose which is the more important decision of our life and which is the less important decision, and then take it with the complete onus, the ownership as we call it. If it was a good choice, I'm happy. If it was a bad choice, there is no bad choice, because something good will eventually come out of my bad choice. This much can be summed up, very clear. So please thank him for the main part of the message, which is over. Thank you, Baba. Now going forward, in this journey of life, we go through more challenges than joys, And like I spoke recently also, that my question to Baba was, why did our souls choose to be born in such a difficult era? And it was a very genuine, like thirst kind of a question. I was sitting and asking him, Baba, problem क्या है हमारे साथ, हम सबके साथ? अच्छे युग में आते, सुख शांति से जीते, अपने मज़े करके जाते, क्या सफरिंग वाले टाइम में आए हैं, जब देखो प्रॉब्लम, जब देखो टेंशन, देयर इज़ नो पीस, नेवर, always something or the other is happening. And instantly Baba says that these are wizened souls who have chosen to be born during this time. Why? Because, very, very beautiful, please hear this out. Because, remember Dr. Pillai's story in Satcharita, where he says, I'm in too much pain, Baba. Can you transfer my pain to 10 more births? And Baba says, we'll work it out in 10 days. Baba said, if you're born in the good eras, the Satyug and in the Treta, Dwapar, or in the Kalyug during better times, your soul is going through its karma. It's probably picked up 1 lifetime, 2 lifetimes in the past and going through its karma in this life. But when you are born now, you have decided that, okay, in this period, the suffering that comes, I can square up 10, 15, 20 janmas of karmas in one birth only. We are very intelligent, I would say, aren't we? I felt very wise and intelligent after that. I said, oh soul, thank you very much, you did a good job. But seriously, the soul, when it goes to the other realm of existence, I've told you this, I've conversed with souls and shared with you, it does not like coming back here, because that is a space of peace, bliss, unconditional love, joy, no suffering, no pain, no physical body. There is nothing there. And then you're told you have to be cast down to this earth to live your karma. Then the soul says, how many back and forth will I do? Again, again and again. Which is the toughest time to go? Now. How much karma will be squared up? Oh, so many births in one shot. Okay, let me be born. Makes sense, doesn't it? But the bigger thing Baba told me after that was that when you're squaring up karmas of 10, 15, 20 janmas in one janma, you're also taking back with your soul lessons of 10, 15, 20 janmas that you would not have otherwise. What we would have been born and reborn and reborn and reborn to learn, because we have taken upon ourselves this very difficult period of the Kali Yuga, we are able to absorb all that learning in a much shorter period of time. Great job done, isn't it? I feel we are achievers now suddenly. So now when the problem comes, you can say, oh, I'm a wise soul. I chose to go through this, I'm going to go back and then be with Baba. And finally, it is all about love. A message I've always given to you, it's all about unconditional, undiluted love, beyond barriers, beyond space, beyond time, beyond everything. We're all here on a journey to learn different lessons. Each of us has a different lesson to learn, each of us. But there is one common lesson that everyone has come to learn, and that lesson is the lesson of unconditional love. Since I have come from so far away, may I request anybody to ask me any doubt, any question that they have, and I'll be happy to answer.
I totally agree with what you said about thoughts, because even when we read in the Upanishads, so Kamaya, God thought and manifestation took place. Similarly, we talk of saints and also siddhas, because they have such positive energy and thought that anything they say comes true. Like for instance, the rishis. So it's perfectly, I can understand, and I totally agree, and I think it's very important. Fear is the one which causes all the problems, because we anticipate and all the negative energy goes along with it and makes things worse. Positive energy, you can heal yourself. But the only thing I am having a little doubt is, because in Baba's Sai Chatcharita, there is this thing of Shama, wanting the dotar, not wanting the dotar, and the chit being put.
Yes.
So even in Baba's Satcharita, it is there. And I think many of his devotees follow that procedure. So, I mean, if I feel I am the one influencing the chit, then it becomes a little something for me.
Thank you for that question. Thank you very much. First of all, in the Satcharita, the only mention of picking chips is about choosing a dhoti. Well, if you want to choose between two, yeah, accept or not accept the dhoti, yeah. So if you want to ask Baba, should I take a sari from my husband or not, I'm okay if you want to pick a slip. But when you're making your life decisions, and this is not coming from me. See, a lot of people have come to me over my journey, so many of them who come and say to me, Didi, I'm on crossroads, help me decide. And I can immediately ask Baba and help them decide, which I used to do earlier, and ask Baba, what should I say? I was young, naive. So if somebody will come, I have to give an answer. You know, you're a little girl, you need to answer. I'm like, what should I say? I think, no, I'm not answering. And Baba, she's asking, no, just answer. This is her life decision. Her entire life is going to depend on her choice, on what she decides today. She has to do it herself with her own thoughts, her own powerful mind and her voice of consciousness. I will guide her. I will tell her what is good for her. But even if she picks the other one, I will stand with her through it. I'll hold her every moment. But the choice has to be hers. So I have always believed and understood from Baba that when I have the power, the free will, the wisdom and that voice inside me to take good choices, why should I do something like picking slips? Let me add to the picking of slips. People also, a lot of Baba devotees I know, see, I'm sharing that what I've learned from Baba. To do or not to do is all, again, your choice and its consequences. But I will tell you this out of experience. Some people open these question-answer books and take their decisions. Some people open the Satcharita and take their decisions. Honestly, when I'm very disturbed and I need to understand something, even I open the Satcharita. But I don't open it to take decisions. I open it to understand what Baba is trying to say to me. That's different. Now please hear me out. One of our healers or recipients, I'm not sure. We were healing her or she's a healer, I'm not so certain, Amma will know. Her mama had cancer and she had gone through chemo once, recovered, and then it had relapsed, it had come back again. So doctors told her you have to immediately put her into, treatment. It's very, very serious. So she was very upset and she said, Baba, how can it happen to Mama again? I'm going to open the Satcharita and whatever you guide, I will do that. She prayed, she opened the Satcharita. The chapter which opened was chapter number 1 and the message there was that Baba ground cholera out of, he ground wheat and the cholera was thrown out of the outskirts of the village. So she said, thank you, Baba. I know you are the one who's going to heal Mama. You ground the wheat, now you'll grind the cancer and you'll throw it out of her body, so she's not going to need treatment. I know you're going to heal her. So she told the doctors, we don't need treatment. Baba has told me he's healing Mama. 3 months later, her Mama was so critical, every cell in her being had cancer in it, and she wrote a message to me through Amma, which I received. That Baba has lied to me, he has betrayed me, he has cheated me. I asked him a question, I did what he asked me to do and see what's happened to my mother. So the message went on to explain that she had read chapter 1 of the Satcharita. I sent a message back to her saying that, Beta, if I had opened the Satcharita and read that page, I would have thought that Baba's grace is on her, he will eventually heal her. She must go through her treatment, which the doctors are saying, because we know we must go through treatments. But his grace is on her. He will crush the cholera or the cancer. He will heal her. But there was no suggestion for me in that entire thing that there is any suggestion that she shouldn't take treatment. So we human beings are so conditioned in our mind that when we make these kind of choices, open a book and choose, see question answers and choose, pick a slip and choose, we will always tend to go to what we perceive, not necessarily what he is saying. It's not his words, it's my perception. So how will I know if it is the right or wrong one? Because there's no standard way to understand whether it was Baba saying it or I'm guessing it. Why take that chance? The boy I told you who was jobless and 11 months and he lost everything. He was so bad after that. He picked up a very, very poorly paid job just to sustain himself after coming. But he was angry Baba cheated me. Baba made me pick wrong steps. Baba is not doing any such thing is all I wanted to tell you. We have to, the message today was take onus for your choices. Be strong, make your choices and take the ownership. I made a choice, good or bad, it's mine. This is my choice, this is my life. Okay, so be it. I'll see how to better it. At least I'm not crying, cribbing, oh you made me take this choice and you know, it's because of you I'm suffering, Baba. That's a rubbish thing actually. So picking of slips for me can really create that kind of situation. So I would be away from it for sure.